Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, my name is Phil Dean, and in this video I want to go over the 8 steps that I took in my life that got me to control my money and got me to a point that I have well over $500,000 in a net value. First of all, I want to say that my wife and I are the founders of smartmoneymakeover.com. You can go to our website and find out a little bit more about us, but what we do is we help couples and individuals basically organize their money, get out of debt, and create financial freedom. So make sure you go ahead and check out my website, and you can download our free ebook. The link will be in the description below. So one of the first things you want to do to get financially stable in your life is you have to lock in your housing cost. And what I mean by locking in your housing cost is going to be what you pay possibly per month to rent a house, or what you pay per month for a mortgage. When it comes to your mortgage and your rent, that is going to be one of the highest expenses that you're going to have month to month. And when my wife and I were married, we basically rented a house for $350 a month, but we rented that for the first 5 years. And renting is not a bad idea. It's not a bad thing to do to get started, but you do not want to be a renter long term, because when you're a renter long term, you are actually building somebody else's wealth and putting money into paying off their house, while in the meantime, you are just wasting money. So when it comes to buying a house, it is best to have a savings plan that you can save at least 20 to 30% down payment on the house, so you do not have to have a large loan or pay principal and mortgage insurance. One thing you got to remember is that house prices generally will go up year to year, anywhere from maybe 3 to 4%, or it might actually go up 10% per year, depending on the area in which you live in. But locking in your home value and buying a house as fast as you can will go ahead and help you increase your net value, because every month you pay that off, you are actually increasing your value and putting that money into your pocket. The second thing I tell people to do is start investing in the stock market. The biggest thing you want to do is start as early as you can. I regret that I didn't start as early as I should have. Now I'm actually paying a little bit more per month to be able to catch up. But I am invested in the stock market, in a 401k, and it is doing very good. It's doing 10 to 17% every year over year. And investing in the stock market should basically be something that you would consider long-term investing. Most times when people invest in the stock market, they're going to invest anywhere from 3 to 5 years. Investing 10 years or up to your retirement is actually better. But if you're going to get started in the stock market, keep in mind that you want to kind of have a time frame of at least 3 to 5 years. There's common platforms that I would recommend. You can go through your local company if you are an employee, and you can basically open up a 401k, or common platforms that you can invest in are going to be Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, and I would really recommend investing out of your paycheck or out of your monthly income. I would invest like 5%. Start with 5% and gradually increase that year after year. And I'm telling you, in 20 or 30 years, you're going to have a big nest egg. Now, why do we go ahead and invest in the stock market? Well, if you want to go ahead and make extra money, it is good to invest in other companies. So when you're investing in the stock market, you are actually buying a share of the company. And as that company grows, as it expands, your value that you invested in that company also goes up. So if you're not a businessman or a businesswoman, that's okay. You can actually invest in other people's companies and let them run it. And as they grow it, so does your investment increase. Now, the third principle that I tell people that's very, very important when it comes to building your net worth is basically you want to evaluate every purchase before you buy it. Now, I'm not talking about every little, grocery purchase that you buy, or a little bit of gas or anything, but I'm saying anything that's over $50 or $100. Make sure that you evaluate that purchase before you go ahead and buy, because the bottom line is, a lot of times that can eat into your monthly budget. And if you get into a bad habit of just purchasing things at whim, it is going to really take up your finances very quickly. When you go ahead and evaluate your purchases, you are actually spending responsibly. It's not wrong to spend, but we want to spend responsibly. So evaluate every purchase that's over $50 or $100 to make sure that this fits into your long-term planning goals. Number 5 is get the mentality in your head to always pay yourself first. What I mean by that is come up with a strategy that you are putting money back for your long-term goals. For me, there is an X amount of money that I want to put back every month in a savings or a checking account that I can see my money growing. Because the more money I have, the more power I'm going to have to be able to do the things that I want to do. But you have to have a mentality of paying yourself first. One thing I like to tell myself or tell my students is don't make your money fit into your lifestyle. Don't have a high lifestyle and try and put your money into it. Make sure that your lifestyle fits into your money. I tell people to live within their means. Whatever they get within a month, they should not spend any more than that. In fact, live underneath your means. If you get $5,000 net income per month, live on $4,000 and pocket $1,000. That is what we mean by paying yourself first. Make your lifestyle fit inside your money. The 6th thing I tell people is learn as much as you can about money and finances. If you feel like you need to learn more, go ahead and buy books. Go ahead and listen to podcasts. You can listen to my channel. Listen to people that have actually been down the road further than what you've been. They have wisdom. Try to learn as much as you can about finances. Even if it's finances about a business, maybe you're not even thinking of starting a business. But if you can learn about it and learn a little bit more, you're going to be able to apply some of those principles to your own self. So for me, I want to be a lifetime learner. I want to learn as much as I can and apply what I've learned, because that is how you're going to have to get ahead in life. Remember, nobody is going to take care of you. You are going to have to take care of yourself. So get in your mind that the buck stops with you. The money that you spend and the money that you save is your responsibility and nobody else's. And I'm telling you, if you take that mentality, it will change your life. It already changed mine, and I want to help you change yours. Number 7 is don't compare yourself with other people. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of contentment. And here's the deal. It doesn't matter what other people drive. It doesn't matter what other people's houses they live in. It doesn't matter what other people's toys they have. It doesn't matter to you. You need to live within your means and with the money that God has given you. And the bottom line is, when you just look at your peers, all you do is just get discontent. All you do is want more, and then you are basically trying to fit, again, your money into your lifestyle. The fact of the matter is, there's a lot of people that live like they have a lot of money, but I'm telling you, my financial consultant tells me that there is so many people out there that are even older than I am that actually are in way more debt and have less net assets than what I do. If you look at my lifestyle, I like to live lean and mean. I don't like to have a lot of extra stuff, because extra stuff means I've got to take care of them. I don't want to take care of extra things. For me, I would rather have the finances, have the money, pay off your debts, pay off your mortgage, make sure you don't have any car payment, make sure you don't have any payment on a boat or a four-wheeler or whatever toys you want, and make sure that you have money that you can invest. Warren Buffett still lives in the small house that he lived in 40 to 50 years ago. Warren Buffett drives a car that's not that glamorous, but the bottom line is he's worth billions of dollars. Billionaires learn how to live on very little, and they take their money and they invest it. The 8th thing and the final thing that I would say, once you get all these other things straightened out, the next thing you could do is think of starting a business. Starting a business today is a lot more easier than it ever's been. You can do Uber, you can do drop shipping, you can sell things on eBay. Starting a business is something that anybody can do. But before you start a business, make sure you learn how to manage your money first. and then monetize what God has put in your hand. Many years ago, my wife and I got a dog for our son. And the bottom line is we said that when our son has a dog, that dog needs to help pay for itself to live at our property. In other words, pay for the vet bills, pay for the food bills. And what we decided to do is we decided to raise golden doodle puppies. So we had about 4 or 5 litters of golden doodle puppies that we've raised out of the basement of our home. And the bottom line is we sold them from anywhere from $1,500 to $3,500. But the key is we just used what we had around us. All we had was a pet. All we had was a puppy for my son. But when it got to be a year or 2 old, we bred it and we sold around 100 puppies. And it was a little side business that we had. And we made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. In fact, we made enough of money that we put on addition on the back of our property and we paid cash for it. So the bottom line is, think about what you are good at. What for skill do you have that you can monetize? It's probably something that you're already doing. So just go ahead and see how you could monetize it and see if you can't make money on that. When you start doing all these things that I've listed here for you, these 8 different money habits, and you put them all together, it is going to change your life. You're going to be able to have more money than what you ever expected. You may not become a millionaire right away or a billionaire, but you're going to have plenty left over. And you're going to be able to accomplish your goals, and you're going to be able to live a life that you want to live, a dream life. You're going to be able to do the dreams that you've dreamed about, the vacation that you dreamed about. You might be able to build your dream home because you followed the principles of money management now. So I hope this video was something that was educational. I hope it's been exciting for you. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Let me know where you're at on your journey in the comments below of the video. And I would love to be able to connect with you. And go to our website, smartmoneymakeover.com. You can find out about my wife and I. And we want to continue on this journey, and we want to welcome you aboard. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like and share this video with a friend. And we want to see you in the next video.